Now let's discuss about writing. There are 2 questions in writing test and you are given 60-minute time. Questions are in the form of task 1 and task 2. Task 1 is a report and according to the score given, you must finish this under 20 minutes or else you will be late for your task 2. Task 2 is essay and allocated time for it is 40 minutes. 40% of your score comes from task 1 and 60% come from task 2. So you should be giving more time for task 2. Now let's discuss about task 1. There is a rubric criteria under the basis of which you will be scored in task 1. So let's see the rubric criteria. To get band score 9, under task achievement, there should be all the requirement of the tasks are fully and appropriately satisfied. So the question will be asked, summarize this chart. So you should be able to give summary including all its characteristics. In coherence and cohesion, the message can be followed effortlessly. So while writing essay, you should be connecting two information together using linking word, discourse marker, connective such as and, so, because, neither, nor, either, or, although, however, furthermore, such kind of words which connect information together. Cohesion is used in such a way that it rarely attracts attention. So while reading your essay, it should be like someone is saying a story, like information after information connected, and when you are describing something, describe in a flow, like one information is connected to next information, that information is connected to next information. Any lapses in coherence or cohesion are minimal. Paragraphing is skillfully managed, so there is a technique of paragraphing which I will be talking later. Lexical resource. Full flexibility and precise use are evident within the scope of the task. So you should be using subject specific vocabulary. So if you are talking about technology, use words like browse, social media, innovation, technological advancement, and a wide range of vocabulary is used accurately and appropriately with very natural and sophisticated control of lexical feature. So you should be using highly academic vocabulary, and those words will be used properly while making the sentence. It should not feel like you are just using those vocabulary without knowing their true meaning. Minor error in spelling and word formation are extremely rare and have minimal impact on communication. Grammatical range and accuracy. A wide range of structure within the scope of the task is used with full flexibility and control. So you should be using complex compound sentences. There should not be mistake in articles, comma, full stop. Punctuation and grammar are used appropriately throughout. Minor errors are extremely rare and have minimal impact on communication. Minor errors are extremely rare and have minimal impact on communication. So this is the rubric criteria of task 1. How should we paragraph task 1? There should be around 3 to 4 paragraphs. First paragraph is introduction. You will be introducing the report. Second paragraph is general overview. Here you should not be including any numbers or data, just what you see, the unique characteristics of the report you should be mentioning in general overview. Third and fourth paragraph is report, describing the chart, data, graph, picture, anything you get in the exam, and you don't need conclusion or summary. So first paragraph, second paragraph, third and fourth paragraph, you will be writing without any summary or conclusion. There is no need for that. You will not be marked for summary or conclusion in task 1. The total word count must be 150. If you write 149, then you will be negatively marked. Your mark will be reduced. Okay, let's see this report. Here is a graph about the percentage of population in 4 Asian countries living in cities from 1970 to 2020. So how to write report here? First, introduction. We will be writing introduction. Introduction is written just paraphrasing the question. In this line graph, the introduction you can see in the top of the figure. So how to write it? Paraphrase it. The line graph illustrates the proportion of population living in 4 Asian countries from 1970 to 2020 with projection for 2030 and 2040. So what we have done here, just replacing some words with its synonyms, right? So in that way you can write introduction, it will be easy. And if instead of pie chart a bar graph is given, line graph is given, diagram is given, then you can write the pie chart illustrate, the supplied bar graph compares, the presented bar graph illustrate, the shown line graph delineates, the provided diagram shows. You can use different type of words and write introduction. Now let's move on to general overview. In general overview, you should not be writing any number or data. You should be writing the unique feature you see in the figure, picture, bar graph, line graph. So you should be mentioning what is the unique feature of that chart or data. Most of the time it's like highest or the lowest, something that is stable throughout the period. For example, in this chart, how we will be writing general overview is, don't include too much information in general overview. In this chart, I will say overall Malaysia had the highest percentage of resident throughout the period, and this trend is predicted to continue. In contrast, Thailand began with lowest urban population but is expected to see steady growth, while the Philippines and Indonesia experienced significant growth of population. Now we should be writing report, right? So to write a report, you should be using terms such as rise, increase, growth, peak, surge, improvement, climb. For if there is a rise, don't use increase, decrease every single time. Use this synonym words of increase and decrease, so that will get you more score. If certain information has hugely increased, then you can use words such as skyrocket, soar, shoot up, leap. If there is severe downfall, then you can write downfall, drop, collapse, dive, go into free fall. And if you see upward trend, if it is like increasing for a certain period of time, you can write upward trend, and if it is decreasing for a certain period of time, write downfall trend. So in this way you can be writing report. Now next is if you have a map, how you should be writing report is relative of something else, such as there is adult non-fiction books in the right corner of table and chairs, and its left corner has adult fictional books. So in this way you can write report. You can use south of, northeast of as well. So again, in case of report of a map, when there is construction or demolition of something, you can use words such as demolished, knocked down, buildings. In case of buildings, write knocked down, flattened, replaced. If something is replaced by another thing, write replaced, renovated, built, constructed, reconstructed, developed into, extended, expanded, relocated, converted into, modernized. You can use these kind of words. So if you get percentage, don't write percentage every single time. If there is 65%, you can write about 2/3 of. If there is 92%, you can write most of. If there is number 1043, you can write over 1000. If there is 115, you can write over 100. So using these, you can make different type of sentences, right? Don't start your sentence with numerals such as 400 people are coming today. If you have to start, then write in words. 400 people are coming today. Another one is, if number are less than 10, write in words like 5, F-I-V-E instead of 5, 7, S-E-V-E-N instead of 7. You can see a graph here, right? Some information are in between 40 to 50. So don't predict that it's 45. 45 people are going to church tomorrow. Don't write in that way. Write around 45 people are going to church tomorrow. Nearly 45 people are going to church tomorrow. If some information you don't know exactly whether it's 45 or not, don't predict, or else your mark will be deducted. And don't ever write your personal opinion in task 1 response. You don't need to write your personal information. Just write a bland information about this chart. Write it without any emotion. Write what exactly you see. Don't write your opinion, what you think it is. Now let's move on to task 2. So let's see the rubric criteria under the basis of which you will be evaluated in your task 2 response. Why you should know about this rubric criteria? Because you should know what you should be writing in the test to get a band 9 score. To get band 9, the prompt is appropriately addressed and explored in depth. Your answer should be fully developed and should be clear, concise, fully supported. Coherence and cohesion. The message can be followed effortlessly. The first information should be creating a base for another information. You should be developing your answer. Cohesion is used in such a way that it very rarely attracts attention. For example, instead of writing weather was gloomy, we decided to hike. The fresh air and exercise always lift our spirit. Write, although the weather was gloomy, we decided to go for a hike because the fresh air and the exercise always lift our spirit. So you see, here is a coherence and cohesion. It is like telling a story, right? So don't put information just there. Try to connect it, have coherence. Paragraphing is skillfully managed, which I will be talking later on. Lexical resource means vocabulary. Full flexibility and precise use are widely evident. You should be using subject-specific vocabulary. You should be using sophisticated language. You should not be using same words multiple times. You should know how to appropriately use it to make a sentence. Minor error in spelling and words formation are extremely rare and have minimal impact on communication. Under grammatical range and accuracy, a wide range of structure is used with full flexibility and control. You should be using complex compound sentences. You should be using active voice, passive voice. You should properly use comma, full stop. Minor errors are extremely rare and have minimal impact on communication. How you should be paragraphing writing task 2. There must be 4 to 5 paragraphs. In first paragraph, first sentence will be about paraphrasing the question. Writing just the question but changing words, changing the sentence formation and paraphrase the question. Second sentence is thesis statement. You should be writing your opinion. And third sentence is outline sentence, which will describe why you agree or disagree, why you think disadvantage is more than advantages. In second paragraph, you should be writing first topic sentence. So that will be from outline statement. You should be explaining the topic sentence in after writing the first topic sentence. So what are the advantages, how it will be advantageous, right? You should be explaining that, and you should be writing example to get a high band score. In third paragraph, you should be writing second topic sentence. This is a topic sentence from outline statement, and you should be explaining it and giving example again. And in fourth paragraph, you should be summarizing the main ideas of the essay and give your opinion there. In this way, in this structured pattern, you should be writing a essay. There are different type of essay question. Now let's see how you will be writing in each type of question. Agree or disagree question. Some people believe that housing is a basic human right for all individuals. To what extent do you agree or disagree? If these type of question come in your exam, either you have to totally agree or totally disagree. So how you will be writing this question is, first of all, take 2-minute break. So how you will be writing this question is, first of all, take 2 minutes break, plan your answer before you write it. So what do you think? Will you agree to it or will you disagree to it? 2-minute break, think about it. Okay, I will agree to it. So why do I think housing is basic human right for all individuals? Because one is it will bring individual well-being, because this is our basic human needs, right? Another is it will bring out economic development and social well-being, because there is no difference between poor and rich and poor. There will be a minimal difference between rich and poor. Then only I will start writing this essay. In first paragraph, I will be paraphrasing the question. The notion that housing is a basic human right for all individuals has been a subject for debate. This is how I paraphrased it. Now, thesis statement. I have to write agree, why people agree, why people disagree. 2. Because only some people believe that housing is a basic human right, right? While some argue that access to adequate shelter instead of housing, right, shelter is a fundamental right. Instead of writing basic human right, write fundamental right that should be guaranteed for everyone. Others contend that it should be a goal to achieve rather than an entitlement. I firmly believe that housing should be considered as a basic human right, as it is essential for individual well-being and social stability. So this is how I will complete my first paragraph. In second paragraph, I will be explaining about individual well-being. Firstly, housing is intrinsic for the survival and growth of individual, and in that way I will start writing my second paragraph. Third paragraph I will write secondly, adequate housing plays pivotal role in maintaining social stability and economic development as I will be writing the second paragraph. In conclusion, I will be writing why I choose to agree and the reason behind it. Another type of question is advantage and disadvantage. The format I discussed earlier can be used in all type of question. Some people think that it will be better for a large company and industry to move to regional areas outside large urban center. Do you think the advantage outweighs the disadvantage? Now paraphrase the question. How you should be writing the thesis statement is, First of all, you have to decide whether our advantage outweigh the disadvantage or not. I thought advantage outweigh the disadvantage, so I will be writing what is the disadvantage of moving this large company and industry to regional area. Write that disadvantage in. But advantage, what are the advantages that will outweigh the disadvantage? So write in that way in your thesis statement. And why do you think so? You should be writing in outline the statement. Another one is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of this? So in this type of question, you should be writing in different way. First of all, paraphrase the question. Then write the advantage of having a year of between school and universities are this, and the disadvantages are this. In that way, you will be writing introduction and explain advantage in one paragraph, disadvantage in another, and in conclusion, write these are the advantages, these are the disadvantages. So in that way, you will be writing these type of advantage and disadvantage question. Third one is problem and solution question. Again, paraphrase the question, write the thesis statement. What are the causes behind it? Sedentary lifestyle and cheap fast food. They are two causes, and the effect on various sections of the community. If these kind of people are there, then there will be obviously decrease in human resources, and obese people will face a lot of bullying, mistreatment, health issues, knee problems, diabetes, hypertension, such kind of health issues as well. So write the cause in one paragraph, try to relate cause and effect in another paragraph, and in conclusion conclude everything you have said in this essay. Now let's see, discuss both views. Paraphrase the question, and in thesis statement you will be writing why people think that there should be legal age to drink, and why other people think that it is not needed to have a legal age to drink. Give reason for both cases and write, however, I think that there should be a legal age for people to drink because, and write two answer for your opinion. And in first paragraph, discuss why people think that there should be a legal age to drink. Give your reason, give example. If you believe that there should be legal age to drink, then emphasis more on why there should be legal age to drink. And in second paragraph, write why in other countries people don't believe that there should be strict law to drink. Give reason for that, give example. And but in my opinion, though there is this reason, but still due to this reason there should be a legal age to drink. You should be including that thing in second paragraph. And in last paragraph, include both the discussion and say your opinion in different words, concluding the essay. Now, points to remember while writing task 2. Avoid using contraction. For example, can't. Don't write can't. Write cannot. Use linking words such as firstly, secondly, furthermore, moreover to be more cohesive and coherent. Avoid repetition of words. Don't use words more than once. Try to include synonyms. Avoid repetition of words. Don't use words more than once. Try to use synonyms. Do not use personal example. Don't write like don't use personal example. Don't write my mother thinks, my brother thinks, in my school, in my life. Don't give personal example. Do not begin sentence with numerals. Okay. Do not put questions. Don't write why do you think Nepal is underdeveloped? Because of this reason. So you should be focusing in this. Don't put questions. Here you are to answer, not to question the examiner. Do not put dialogues. These are the things which I learned and know while practicing for writing test, which has immensely helped me to get an advanced level score in writing.